was a story you had told about your father and Bill Cosby on David Letterman. Do you think you could share that with us here right now?
I remember that. Yeah, that was when. No, I opened for Bill Cosby.
Right.
You want me to tell you the story?
Yeah, tell the story. It was terrific.
No, I opened for Bill Cosby at this college. So there's 100,000 people at the college. You know, it's the University of Oklahoma. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, for sure. Like 100,000 people to see your show, Norm, or just?
No, to see Bill Cosby.
Oh, to see Bill Cosby.
I was opening for him.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it's a football stadium, you know? So they have this little tiny, like, stage, you know, and so I went up there, and I had my suit on and everything, and then I talked, and, like, no one laughed. Like, they were all just talking to each other. I don't think they even noticed me on stage, you know? And they didn't mind that I was on stage, but they... They didn't boo or anything. I don't even think they saw me. So I finished my thing, and then I got off, and Bill Cosby came up, and he was wearing, and he talks like just in little. He talks like he doesn't use full sentences. So he said, "Why?" I was wearing a suit. He goes, "Why this suit? You know, suit," or something like that. So I said, "No, I was trying to show the respect." You know, Bill Cosby goes, "College, wear the sweatshirt and the pants," you know. So he just had a sweat suit on, you know. So, anyways, he says this shows you how good Cosby is. He's like, he was asking the girl, like from the student union or whatever. He goes, "What's going on here?" You know. So she goes, "Well, next week we're playing Tulsa, and it's a big game, you know." So then he goes on stage and he goes. We're playing Oklahoma State. He goes, "Oklahoma State!" So everyone cheers, right? Then he goes, "Tulsa!" Then everyone boos. And then he says it slower. He goes, "Oklahoma State!" And then everyone like goes crazy. He goes, "Tulsa!" And he does this like 6 times, and the audience is going insane by the end of it, like cheering and booing. And then at the end he goes, "Next week I'll be playing Tulsa. And I'll be doing that bit in reverse." Then he laughs. Everyone laughs. So then they loved him. You know, they didn't even notice I was on stage. And so anyway, then the show ends. And then I'm talking to him, and I was telling him because when I grew up, my dad and I would listen to Bill Cosby albums. He would love Bill Cosby, my dad. So I said, "My dad loves you." He goes, "Where's your dad live?" When I said Ottawa, he goes, "Ottawa." And then he turns to his manager guy that was with him, and he goes, "Maury, aren't we playing in Ottawa? When? I thought the schedule." So then the guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We're doing it in August." He goes, "Yes, take the man's name down, and we will." And so then he says, "I will meet with your father, take him back, and we will speak, and I will put him in the front because he will like to be, and then after, and so just put the number down on the paper." So then, like, I go to write the number down, and it occurs to me that my father's dead. So, but I don't want to say that to Bill Cosby, you know. So I just write down any fucking number. Like I just write the area code and then 7 digits. So that's the story. So then later, like a couple of months go by, and this also shows you like the power of like a guy like Bill Cosby. I was doing some lame thing on the Drew Carey show, you know, I was supposed to be a lawyer or something. For one episode of the Drew Carey show. So I'm on the Drew Carey show. I'm rehearsing, and a lady runs up and she goes, "Bill Cosby's on the phone." You know. So I go, "What?" So I go and I answer the phone, and it's there, I swear. It's Bill Cosby. So I go, "Hello?" He goes, "Your father does not answer at the phone." I phoned the number, and the phone rang, and it then another voice came that was a machine, and it was a person saying that the number was not used by a person and all this, so I'm like, instead of just telling him, I just said, no, that's the number. That was all. I didn't know. It was impossible for me to say. But, so anyway, that's the story. And then I told that story on Letterman once, and I guess Cosby saw it, and then the next day, this was when I was working on Saturday Night Live, the next day I went to my office, and there was like 300 like things of flowers. There was flowers like everywhere in my office. And then and then about 5 days later, like I found there was a little tiny card on one of the flowers, and it said, I hate to be the one to break. I'm doing his voice, but it said, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your father is long since dead. So that's the story. God damn, that was a long story.
But it was good. It was good. Have you had any contact with Dr. Cosby since then, Norm?
The doctor, yeah, Dr. William H. Cosby, E.D.?
Yeah, that's him.
No, I've never talked to Bill Cosby since then. But I love that guy.